Yeah,
It's the account.
it went.
It ain't that. It's the account. Don't even do it. Wow. You got to throw the mic in, brother. It's the account. They're going to delete their channel. I'm going to put closer to it in a minute. Yeah, I got the notification there.
Let me know on there.
Live.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I got the notification.
Yeah. So you know, it's something with the account. Yeah. It's something with the account, man. Yeah. Watch it. Yeah, we is. All right. Go ahead. Just close and throw it in my bag. Salakia. Esau did something with the other channel, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he gonna stop his word. Only power that's gonna stop this word is Yahweh. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. That's it. You can't stop this word, dude.
East Space and Hotel Indigo.
Alright, we're gonna give all honor, praise, and glory too.
Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Wahakodash Rakah.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to you, brothers, teaching this truth across the four corners of the earth where we have been scattered to, due to the breach of the contract, aka covenant, in which our forefathers made with the Most High, who people call God. And to the rest of you believers out there, women and children, friends of the prophets of the Israelite nation, which consists of the so-called blacks, aka Negroes, and so-called Latinos and Native American Indians. Here we say peace and blessings as well. Shalom. Shalom. All right. So going in, we're going to go ahead and go to Revelation 18. Revelation 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power. And the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of the devils, right? So the Babylon that's talked about right here is actually America. That's why you see all these nationalities come here, man. Right? They're here for judgment, man. That's talked about in let me get that real quick. Revelation 17 and I believe that's 12. Basically where it say they gave their power unto the beast. You know? But that's all in the scriptures, man. So it say Babylon the Great is fallen. And what do you see happening to America? It's falling, man. You see? So it lines perfectly up. You got it? Let me see.
It's in 13.
Yeah. 17 to 12. Yeah. Start at 11. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 17 and verse 11. And the beast that was
right
and is not,
right,
even he is the eighth.
Right? Because that's Rome, man. This is Rome all over again, man. Go ahead.
And is of the seventh.
Right.
And goeth into perdition. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings.
And right, because the horns represent kings and kingdoms, man. This is the last kingdom that's gonna be before the Messiah comes back, man. Go ahead.
Which have received no kingdom as yet.
Right. So these 10 kingdoms is Ishmael, Elam, Moab, Ammon, Ashur, the Assyrians. All of these people are of the 10 horns. And they're doing what with the beast? That wasn't, that is now. Go ahead. Meaning it fell and it's back again, man. Go ahead.
But receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast.
So, because they never really had a true ruling kingdom in the magnitude that this kingdom has had, man. No one ruled like Rome. No one ruled like America, man. No one has ruled like America. So what has these nations, what are all these places doing here, these people doing here? Well, they receiving power with the beast by giving their power to the beast. You know, to help make this beast. Because it's an abomination. That's what a beast is, man. all these different seeds coming together to make this big nasty thing called America. Go ahead.
Verse 13. These have one mind.
They have one mind. That's why all these people here. Everybody come here because they are now. Let me go ahead and get it. This Revelation 11:3. So like the Revelation 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Now what is the wine? The wine is going into doctrines, man. Philosophy, the way of life. All these people, they say all these nations have given their power unto the beast because they have one mind. They drunk America's philosophy and said, I like how that tastes. That's why earlier I was meditating on, you see? You can't make it up, man. So-called Chinese man ain't Chinese no more, he's American. So-called Japanese man ain't Japanese anymore, he's American. So-called African man is not African anymore, he's American, man. And that's what I seen at that place earlier, man. You know, I go, which? They sell burger, they sell like submarine sandwiches and French fries. But look who does that sound like? That sound like so-called white man. They playing Americanized music, you know what I'm saying? Who behind the counter? And it's just two of them in there. People from the Middle East, man. Fixing you a burger. And he's not even like Americanized because he's too old to really get it. But he was smart enough, because you know people of the East, they hustlers. So what do? They like, well, the best place to hustle is America. So let me take my resources and come here because different currencies exchange to certain different values, you know? So they money probably worth more over here, you know? I don't know the turnover ratio off the top of my head for a lot of these places. Like for instance, I think the American dollar is worth more in Mexico, right? You know what I'm saying? So it's like that here. That's why all these people come here and they're able to set up because their money translate well due to certain agreements they have set up. Anyway, so he's standing behind the register. He's fixing the burger. He's fixing a tuna submarine sandwich. What do they do? Where is this food at over east? You know what I'm saying? French fries. The American diet, man. What you have over east is known as the Mediterranean diet, man. You know what I'm saying? They know about the Daniel diet over there. Where do you get this type of eating from? You get it from watching American commercials,
Drinking that wine.
watching movies like Rush Hour, you know what I'm saying? And you seeing what people do in America. So all these nations have come here because they have one mind. They like, I like that, I agree with that. You know, hell, they say the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the #1 consumers on the planet Earth, man. You know what I'm saying? They buy the most but have the least, you know? So what does that tell you if you are an entrepreneur of any nationality besides the one I just mentioned? The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, who are all one nation. That shows you can make a killing. You see that?
Who you want to serve?
A killing. And to make that killing, you have to literally kill, man. You have to sell people food that's not good for them, man. You know, but it's gonna make your pockets rich. It's gonna make you fat, you know? But see, this is what they haven't expected. This is Isaiah 47:7. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 6. You know what? I'm gonna start at 4. Woo! Let me start at 3. It say, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance and I will not meet thee as a man. You know, what is that talking about? That's talking about the Creator coming back in the name of his son. There's no Trinity. He's actually going to send his son back, and he's going to still be on that throne, man. He's not going to meet you as a man. He's going to meet you in the form of his different, let me get that, Sirach. I got it. Sirach 39. And 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on their stroke in their short strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Most High, he's made different forms of destruction. Whose word is that? So the Lord, he has made different forms of destruction to get to people, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he means. That's another way of what he means by I will not meet thee as a man. The Lord's meeting people right now. in California. That's him. You know what I'm saying? It said the spirit of, let me get that real quick. The spirit of the Lord is in all things. You know what I'm saying? Brother can search that. And let me get where should I go from the presence of thy spirit? For thy spirit is in all things. That's in Psalms. What is that? Salakia. But anyway, so yeah, that's what the Lord means by he's not gonna meet you as a man, man. So let me continue in that. This is Isaiah 47 and 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name. In that ultimate form he's gonna meet you in, it's the form of his son Yahushua, man, who is the image of the invisible God. You know, they tell you that in the epistles. All right. So this is Isaiah 47 and 4 again. It says, as for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts, Yahweh is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt be no more called the Lady of Kingdoms. Because what do you have in New York, man? Which is where the 1% are predominantly at. Not only Wall Street, but you have a statue called the Lady Liberty, man. You see, this is the Lady of Kingdoms. That's why the place that the Lord constantly talks about destroying ultimately is known as the daughter of Babylon. This is the daughter of Babylon, man. You see? This Isaiah 47 and so what does he mean by thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms? He's going to destroy this place. You know? And then if you jump up a verse, he just told us that he was going to reveal our nakedness. And really, they're going to find out you really wasn't a lady. You're not ladylike. This place is not ladylike, man. This place is whorish. Let me get that. Revelation 17 and start at 3.
Come on. This is Revelation chapter 17, verse 3. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy.
Because you got the woman and you got the beast. So that's the U.S. and the NATO, man. Go ahead.
Having 7 heads and 10 horns.
Okay.
And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color.
So she carries herself, she tries to appear like she's a lady, but she really not, man. Go ahead.
And decked with gold and precious stones and pearls.
She like Cruella DeVille, man. Jump to 15.
Go ahead. Revelation chapter 17, verse 15.
Let me say that real quick. Jump to 2.
Go ahead. Revelation chapter 17, verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication.
See that? She a whore. So she's not a lady. Are ladies whores? No, not a lady. You know? She's not a faithful woman, man. She sleeps with everybody. You know, you don't just have a deal with her. You know? It's a love-hate relationship.
Look, low key, that's Russia the side piece.
Let me see. This is scripture I want. 137. 139. Psalms 1. Yeah, Psalms 139. And start at 7. We're gonna switch up main readers too.
139 and 7. This is Psalms chapter 139, verse 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit?
Because like he said he's not going to meet you in the form of a man, man. He's going to meet you in the form of his fires that he sends out to destroy. You know, let me get that real quick. He's going to meet you in the form of his tornadoes, certain wind gusts, you know. Because the Lord is behind all of that, man. They tell you that in the scriptures. Amos 5 and 8 in Salakia. Amos 3 and 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it? You see? So that's that, man. Let me get a. Yeah, that's it on that. We do that right there. No, that's not. No, it's on the regular print. Anywho, so as we were saying, different fires and things happening on planet Earth right now, he's behind all of that, man. Because his spirit is in all things. You can go ahead and finish that, brother.
Come on. Psalms chapter 137, Salak 139.
That's how it says. So that's how that's how there's evil in the city and he doesn't. Because his spirit is in all things.
All things, come.
Go ahead.
I am. Psalms chapter 139, verse 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit?
You can't escape the Lord's spirit, man. Everywhere you go, his spirit is in everything. It's in the trees, it's in the animals. You know what I'm saying? A dude just got ate by a bear. They trying to figure out exactly how he died because they just found the bear eating a man's remains. You know? The Lord did that, man. He's behind that. He controls the animals, man. That was that man's judgment. So he put a spirit on that animal, man. You know? His spirit is in. Read that one more time, brother.
Come. Psalms chapter 139, verse 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit?
It's a place on this planet Earth you can go there to escape the creation of the Most High. Because even if you created something, guess what? He created you. You see that? So he ultimately created that, man. And he allows you to create. Go ahead.
Or whither shall I flee from thy presence?
You can't escape the Lord's presence. It's everywhere. It's like saying you can go on a place of the earth where you can't see the sky. That's impossible, man. You know? It's impossible. You can't escape the Lord. You can't run from judgment. When it's time for you to go, that's it, man. If you got a judgment written for you, when the day is scheduled for you to check out, man, you can bet your bottom dollar you're gonna check out, man. You get up out of here. You're going back to the spirit that, you know, back to him. Anywho, not get some more on that.
It's a little bit more. Yeah. Psalms chapter 139, verse 8. If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there.
Let's keep going.
If I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there.
He everywhere, man. That's why it means he's omnipotent, man. Let me get that. Sirach 19 and 21. Lord he's omnipotent, man. He's all powerful, but he's also omnipresent. He's everywhere, man. That's why he's the Almighty. He's all might, man. Listen, you can't stop the Lord, man. There ain't nothing you can do, man. You can't get on a plane. You can't buy a bunker deep enough in the ground to escape the destruction that's coming to this place, man. And that's that World War III, man. It's gonna happen. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 19 and verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom. And in all wisdom is the performance of the law. And the knowledge of his omnipotency.
Because when reading this book, you find out the Lord is almighty. When you read it with the correct understanding, you find out the Lord is almighty, man. He's not only, if he's almighty, he just told us he's everywhere. So he's omnipresent as well. If you go to the spirit world, he's there. If you go to the grave, he's there. There's nowhere you can escape. You can't escape the Lord, man. And it's a fearful thing. That's why you are to fear him, man. You are to fear the Creator, man. It's not enough formulas and philosophies you can come up with to explain him, man. You know, it's impossible. The scriptures tell you, can you search out to the Most High to perfection? No. There's certain animals you haven't even, certain species you haven't even discovered yet, man. Because the Lord is all powerful. There's no ending to him, man. Go ahead.
I can read.
No, that's it on that. You got it?
Back to
Yeah. So you go ahead and finish.
Psalms chapter 139, verse 9.
They just be the quick ones.
God.
Go ahead.
If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the uttermost parts of the sea, even there shall thy hand lead me.
See, the Lord is behind everything, man. You know, I'm trying to get another scripture real quick. Literally tell you his stupid Google assistant crap. What did you say so? That's what I say.
So I seen a faith boost on the way here. I'm coming back. I don't know if you guys seen the video of like a jet following a chariot.
Yeah.
I seen that. I seen that. It was a jet following the chariot. The chariot had disappeared on it, and then it reappeared and then disappeared again. Crazy. Yeah. It just looked like a light. And it's moving. You can see like a jet streaming like going on behind it.
Trying to
It was
follow.
just playing with you. Crazy.
I seen a video where it's talking about Air Force fighter jet pilot or whatever.
Yeah.
He was basically going on to say that the chariot had like basically started a war with him just by being in the presence of him. And that's basically his excuse on why he was trying to like shoot it down.
Man,
He could never.
I seen something last night too, since brothers going into it. I wish I would have recorded, but I won't even think of it. The chariot was sitting in the sky, and the airplane, you know, they be flying up and late up there together all the time. It flew right over. And I was like, ain't nothing gonna happen. So I was just sitting there, why am I ain't nothing gonna happen? But I'm like, they might play with them or something. But it flew right over. And I know who was ever flying that airplane had to see that, man. I'm talking, it flew right over. And the chariot just stayed. It didn't even move. This Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. So, you know, because the so-called white man, he didn't care about, even to this day, he don't care about the old of our people. He don't care about the young. He don't care if you're a woman. He don't care, man. He don't care if you're pregnant, you know? Because that's what happens. That's the what that means when he say, I'm gonna lift up your skirt and you ain't gonna be called a lady no more. Everybody gonna see, like, when you really expose this place, you expose the so-called white man. This is what you get. You see? And you get more than this. This is nothing. You know? So he said he was wrong. Because the whole point of why we went here is all these nations, they came here because they're under the philosophy of the so-called white man. They believe in it, man. You know what I'm saying? They drunk of it. I can make a killing. But you gotta kill to make that killing. That's the philosophy, that's the white man so-called. Let me get that all the way back to Esau. Genesis 25 and start at like the 41st verse. It might be 26. When he got the blessing. When we got the blessing. Because this go all the way back to the blessing, man. You know, it goes back to Esau and Jacob.
Come on, when Esau got the blessing.
Yeah, when he didn't get the blessing, he got his blessing. You put it like that. $27.
What's up, man?
Good, dog. Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah.
too cool for school. This is Genesis 27, and
See that his mom, like, he said Hebrew Israelites.
this is Genesis 27, and I'm gonna start at 34. And when Esau heard the words of his father, he cried. They're crying again with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, Bless me, even me also, O my father. And he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and had taken away thy blessing. Well, really, he sold his blessing. You know, it says, and he said, Thy brother, Salakia, and he said, Is he not rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me these 2 times. How? And you came to him first begging for food. You see what I'm saying? So Esau a liar. You see? He was a liar. You went to Jacob.
Trying to act as if he didn't sell his birthright on him
Yeah.
when it was time.
You was hungry, said, give me some of it. And all Jake said was, yo, sell me a birthright. You didn't think nothing of it, man. Because you wasn't God fearing. You wasn't created to be God fearing. No, man. Anyway, this is Genesis 27 and 35, and he said, Thy brother came with subtlety and had taken away thy blessing. And is he not? And he said, Is not he rightly named Jacob? For he has supplanted me for these 2 times. He hath took away my birthright. And behold, now he take away my blessing. And he said, Hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants. And with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? He gave him everything. And that's why the so-called white man hates that knows this, the elite of the so-called white man. He hates the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians because they know who we are and what we got coming, man. So that's why, which we're going to get. Let me keep going. It says, And Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above, and by thy sword shalt thou live. You see? So he gave Esau the blessing of the sword. So that's why the so-called white man, they got the military, they got all these different missiles. You know, they got the, when you go back to the Roman Empire, not the Holy Roman Empire, but the Roman Empire, they had the sword, man. It goes all the way back to that. And what is a sword? It's a killing instrument. You know, when I was staying in Georgia, damn white dude, so-called white dude named Cody, he used to carry a rifle in his bag because he was going into the army. He knew how to build and take apart the gun. And Jake be cold at it too, but that's Esau's blessing. And the only reason, you know, but that's that. So let me finish this off. This is Genesis 37 and 27. Oh, I'm in 37.
27 and 39.
No, I was in the 37th chapter. That's all. Stop it. But anyway, it says, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion. So it's going to be a point when Esau is actually going to have the dominion, man. It says that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing whereof his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob, because he knew Isaac was getting ready to die. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going to pull it when they was alive. And that same hatred has been perpetuated through the generations of the Edomites and the Israelites. And the Israelites today are your so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, and the so-called and the Edomites are today the so-called Caucasian race. You know? So-called white people. White people versus so-called black people, man. So-called white people versus so-called black people. That's Esau and Jacob. That's all that is, man. Esau has the dominion right now, and he's living by his sword. So my whole point of getting that, all these nations have came under here because they basically seen the American dream, which is Esau's dream, right? How Esau rose to power. They sell everybody that comes to America is sold the American dream, where you have to be a capitalist, where you have to be cold-hearted to really make it, where you have to lie, where you have to be somebody you're not, man, you know? Where you have to be completely unholy, man, you know? And you have to kill to make it, really? That's why they show you in all these movies. You gotta, look at Scarface, look at Set It Off, look at, what's some more movies? Rise to Power, Get Rich or Die Trying. Jake gotta kill his own people to get out the hood and still be cursed. Whose philosophy is that, man? It's a so-called white man, man. Because who put the drugs there, man? You see? You gotta kill to make a killing, man. That's what that sword represents. He said that blessing shall be the fatness of the earth, man. That's why they got the cars, they got the gold right now, they got all that, but they don't got the kingdom. You see? They don't got the kingdom, man. You know? And these people see themselves in Esau because why? Just like Esau, them being just like Esau, what do they have in common? They don't have the blessing. Exactly. So they follow Esau's philosophy. Kill, steal, rob, pillage. See that? So, and you kill in many ways. 5G towers. Terrible food. But sell it to you for dirt cheap. But it's not even real food, so you're gonna have to come back to me and spend another $20. You spend $20 to get your kids some food, 12 p.m., right? Some McDonald's. You went right back at 8. You see? Another 40 because your friends came over. That's $60. For something that's not even work and it's actually killing you, man. Now guess what? Who set up McDonald's? The so-called white man, right? Now with the way these companies work, that bestiology, if you will, because that's what that is, man. The study of being a beast, right? You can buy McDonald's franchises, man. Whatever nationality you are. A way to make a killing, but you actually have to kill. Because it's not food, man. People are not supposed to be putting that in their bodies. Leave McDonald's out for 2 weeks and see if it molds. You see? That's putting a knife through the, you know what I'm saying? The tension. You know? The truth. We the light of the earth, man. And that's why they hate us, man. So let me go ahead and go back to this. This is Isaiah 47 and 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. And what's the latter end? That let me get 2nd Ezra 6 and 9. That world was going to end, and Jake was going to put that yoke of iron on their neck, man, and the rest of these nations' neck, man. You know, their latter end was you not actually being empowered. You know, because your philosophy works for so long. Because that's really what he was blessed with. A philosophy. Conquering and ruling through a philosophy. And that philosophy consists of killing, stealing, pillaging, and etc., man. You got it? Go ahead, brother.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9.
Right.
For Esau is the end of the world.
That's the end of the world. Go ahead.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
You see? That's what they didn't consider. Because they was winning so long. You know? They've been that's why I say in let me get that. Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. You see? What? That? Let me get that. Matthew 24 and what's that? Go straight to it. 31. Hey, it say in the days of Noah, people were giving and marrying in marriage, man. You know? And then the sudden destruction came, man. You see that? These people finished, bro. Yeah, we the party poopers, man. We're gonna go ahead and cut that right now. 30 Matthew 24 and 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days of Noah, for as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until that day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So these people finished, man. Woo! These people finished, man. These people finished. We completely align with the Bible, bro. You can't make this up, man. You can't. We should have moved it closer. You know? These people finished, man. But this philosophy has been working so long, people, the so-called white man has got Elam, so-called East Indians, you so-called Arabs, Ishmael, you so-called Africans, Hamites, right? He's gotten all of you to believe in his philosophy in such a way to where you really think it could never fail. He's gotten his own self to believe that, man. You know? Let me get Psalms 10 and 4. You know? You got it.
Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance.
Right, what he's gotten, his gain. What killing and stealing has actually gotten him. Him doing this has gotten him all of this. Read that again.
Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance.
The countenance is what your appearance, right? So the wicked through the pride of his countenance. The so-called white man doing this has gotten him all of this. The Lord said, one more time.
Psalms chapter 10 and verse 4. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High.
If you got a Hummer, you got the new Lexus, you got a Mercedes-Benz, you're not going to seek the Most High, man. You see? The wicked won't. Because the man of the Lord can have that. He ain't trying to obtain that, but he can have that coming in. You know what I'm saying? They're not, I'm too cool. Jake like how he looked for today. I ain't seeking the Lord today. I'm too fly. That's how Jake think, man. We done been there, bro. Everything's perfect. You know what I'm saying? My pants sitting on me good today. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? That's how Jake think. That's how we know how you people think, bro. We done been there. That's why we can come on this side and do it to the level we do it on, man. By the spirit and power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. Nothing to nobody else. Jesus didn't put me on this side. You see? Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, put me on this side, man. Nothing else, man. You see? Nah, that's it on that. Yeah, oh yeah, go ahead and finish it.
It says, the Most High is not in his thoughts.
In all his thoughts.
Fine. So what? The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
There you go, man. They don't nothing, man. They're like, yeah, he made it, but whatever, bro. You know what I'm saying? I take that too serious. You just acknowledge he here. You finished,
They're
bro.
gonna be like, they're gonna say, yeah, he control all things, but I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do some wicked shit.
He sent you to do that so he can kill your ass. You know what I'm saying? You just a proof. You just proof. That's all you is.
I got something to go with that. I got something to go with that.
Go ahead, man. Hell out of here.
This is Matthew chapter 22, verse 29.
It's a pandemic, man. And these people up here, he on this one, he on one knee for poke.
outside.
It's a pandemic, man. Get out of here with that, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yahushua answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of God.
So you crashed your car because you don't know the scriptures, man. You see that?
For in the resurrection, they neither marry nor are given in marriage.
You took the mark of the beast, the RFID chip, because you don't know the scriptures. You don't know the Bible. You walk past the men of the Lord, man. Right? These people gonna take the RFID chip, man. Not knowing it's the mark of the beast, and they're gonna be destroyed.
Man.
And we'll see you in the kingdom of heaven. That's the Holy Bible. You know? Got more?
Oh, that's it.
Isaiah 47 and 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else besides me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. Woo! Oh man, woo, that's crazy. The Lord going in, you know? Let me jump back to this Revelation real quick. Revelation. That's what's gonna happen, man. You know? And the Lord gonna destroy this place in one day. 30 minutes. Hey, you really think it's gonna take a whole day? You know what I'm saying? He gonna do it in one day.
It's already destroyed. It just looked good right now.
Yeah, it's finished already. Hey, exactly, brother. He said Babylon is falling, man. You know? These people finished, man. But you can't get nothing through to them. Because they supposed to be destroyed. They are here to bring this to pass. If they didn't do that, these scriptures are not real. Thank you. I'm believing in the right thing. Bring more destruction. You know what I'm saying? Bring the chip. Come on. Come on.
It's funny because they don't realize that is destruction. You know what I'm saying? You taking that knee is destruction. You over there kneeling, marrying. That's part of the destruction.
That's the fall. You know, you lining up with the fall. This place, how you taking a, bro, you can't even go sit down. Where you gonna take her? It's a pandemic. Where you gonna take your wife, bro?
I said everybody gonna be wearing masks.
Damn, idiot.
During the holy matrimony, everybody be wearing masks. You know what I'm saying?
You can't even go nowhere, man. They just sent the article saying, 50,000 people, the coronavirus is killing 50,000 people per week. You know what I'm saying? That's what Esau's saying. We ain't saying that's the case, but that's the world you living in. So if he be like, that's what's going on, you can't go anywhere. So where you gonna take it?
They probably got the wedding date set up for like next year, thinking that this place is about to last another year. Fuck around and end tomorrow.
We got engaged.
You know?
Man, if you don't get your dinner, like these people finished, bro. That's not even, bro, these dudes. Hey, the Lord said, gird up thy loins like a man. You know what I'm saying? Gird up thy loins like a man. So that means that's what a man do. That man's loins not girded up, man. And what did he say gird ourselves with? This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You see that? That's not a man. You know? That's a byproduct of the philosophy of the wine in America. You got it, brother. Yeah, you ain't reading it out, did you?
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Man, that's Jake's walking around. Everybody, you see how everybody's all eyes on this? You know what I'm saying? But Jake walked past like he ain't seen anything, man. You know? And this, we got it lit up over here, man.
That's that Jacob look at it and walk away smiling, snickering like this ain't it.
Like him right there. He with his blonde hair. He an idiot, man.
I don't know how many times this mug has seen us, or not once. Because that's the same dude.
Yeah?
He avoided.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
avoided.
He avoided.
I say, look.
He know we here, but he gotta look away.
He looked to try to get my attention to try to say what's up, but that's it.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
okay.
she
Okay.
ain't gonna suck.
Okay.
He ain't gonna suck, but you gonna try to say what's up.
Con.
He's too full of himself, like self-conceited. He's not the lowly. Like the Lord's only here for the meek, and really only the elect are gonna need Him. So if you're full of yourself, you don't need the Lord.
Right. Exactly. That's what you attesting to. That's what you said. You got problems. You can bring it out.
This is Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Yeah, man. Pride goes before destruction, man. You know, so before a nigga get destroyed, he gotta be proud. You know what I'm saying?
The next verse.
Yeah.
It say, better is it to be of a humble spirit with a lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud.
That's right. Let me get since you brought that out, let me get Proverbs 34 and 17, I believe it is.
Proverbs 31.
I mean Salaki, Psalms 34.
34 and 17.
Yeah. Let me see that. 18.
Psalms chapter 34 and verse 18. The Lord is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit.
He ain't gonna save you if you, like the brother said, you already built up. You already think you good. You got it all, man. Not knowing you mixed reservoir and port. Let me get that. Revelation 3 and Lock it, praying for it. Revelation 3 and 16. It might be 17 though. You know?
Con. 17.
Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increase with goods and have need of nothing, and know not that thou art wretched,
Wretch.
are wretched
Uh-huh.
and miserable
Invisible.
and poor
And poor.
and blind
Uh-huh.
and naked.
And naked. You without what you need, man. You naked mentally. This is let me get Isaiah 29 and 10. So why? Because he said, for you know it not. So he have a problem with you not knowing that, man.
I got it.
And that's when he take you. You got it. Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 10. For the Lord has poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes.
So that's what's going on with our people, man. They won't stop. Let me get Isaiah 45 and 25. They won't stop to realize you're not going to get justice from these people. They keep killing you. So you need to identify what's really going on, man. But why won't that take place? This is Isaiah 45 and 7 and 9. And he said, go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not. And ye see, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their eyes heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert and be healed. See, the Lord don't want all these Israelites. That's why they walked right off.
Smiling.
You see?
Proudly.
He gonna destroy their ass, man.
They are part of the Christian church. He a pastor. So
They're gonna get destroyed, man. They're gonna get destroyed.
that's my OG cousin.
They're gonna get destroyed, man.
The woman.
You ain't gotta do all that. Tell them to come here to work. It ain't nothing. You ain't gotta do all that. They're here. You know what I'm saying? They left. You know? That's why we bringing these scriptures out. They hearing the word. They say, yeah, that's it, man. You know, that's it on that. What's something else the brother had?
Isaiah 45, 25.
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 45, verse 25. In the Lord shall all the seed of Israel be justified and shall glory.
See, the issue is you're naked. You're without knowing you're the Israelite. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't know you're an Israelite, you're gonna seek for justice in all the wrong places possible. So
No justice, no peace, no racist police.
they're dummies, man. Your mind has been blacked out. You have no light, man. Let's go ahead and get it. Matthew 5 and start at 16. You know, they walked off being proud. You see, they say, we know the Lord not near them. Because here it is, you don't know what we over here talking about. You know? But you too proud to even find out. And we're holding the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You're a damn idiot, man. Thinking you know everything and you don't. Go ahead. And that's why you're gonna be destroyed.
This is Matthew chapter 5, verse 16. Let your light so shine before men.
So our light is shining right now, and then we bringing His word out. You see how the brother got the light on top of the light? You see that?
Good.
They see the Lord spiritual. You see how the light coming off the phone, but we reading the word. You see? Go ahead.
That they may see your good works.
But they may what?
See your good works.
So that's why you gotta tell them, no, yo, they see it, man. They see who we about. Do you do this, Mr. Pastor son? Your dad do this? No. He in a damn building that's closed down right now. But you talking about you got the word. You don't got the word, bro. You know, all these pastors' kids gonna die if they don't wake up, man. You know, that's the reality of the matter. You know, but on the bright side, cause you gotta start saying that more. We got great things coming, man. We can't even keep stressing ourselves worrying about these 2/3 Israelites, man. If you're not meant to get it, you're not gonna get this, man. It say, let me get that, Romans 9 and 27. And then I got something too. Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 9 and verse 27. Isaiah also cried concerning Israel.
Because see, Isaiah was yelling, man. You know how long Isaiah was? How long ago that was? So didn't the Lord say ain't nothing new under the sun? They weren't gonna listen then, they ain't gonna listen now. They didn't listen to so-called Jesus. You think they're gonna listen to you, man? Come on, man. That's not how this thing gonna go. You got it.
Through the number of the children of Israel be as the sand of the sea.
It's tons of Israelites, man, and they don't care. They don't even have a clue that their salvation is right in front of them. Everything. Everything they can ever imagine is right here in front of them. They wouldn't imagine that, man. You got it.
A remnant shall be saved.
It's gonna be a small number left. This is 2nd Ezra 9 and 10. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. I'm gonna jump to 12. The same must know it after death by pain. But I'm gonna jump to the point. Verse 14. Then answered I and said, I have said before, and now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than of them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. That's how many Israelites are going to be saved versus how many are going to be destroyed. A wave to a drop. A drop is going to be saved and a wave is going to be destroyed. There ain't going to be a wave saved and a drop destroyed.
This is 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High.
Yeah, man. So that's it, man. You got it.
And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High?
We'll jump to the point. It's more. Yeah, go ahead. Give me the point.
Verse 18.
Yeah.
And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
So you really ain't gonna be no. It's not gonna be. This basically all the broken systems gonna be gone. The wells that can hold no water, man. You know, that's these Israelites walking around. They actually supposed to be wells of water, but they're empty, man. They rather be filled with toxicity, man, and pride and fullness. The Lord is gonna destroy you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians with a sword destruction, man. He's going to destroy you utterly, man. You know? And anybody that come against us is going to get destroyed. Period. Period. Thus saith the Lord, man. All right?
I got 1 Peter 4:17. This is, for the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of God.
He just brought that out.
Oh, it's lucky, huh?
Yeah, he just brought that up. Yeah, man. You know, if people don't understand what's going on, man. But that's the spirit, you know. This Revelation 18, and I'm gonna start back at 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the fornication. So like, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her. And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies, man. And what's her delicacies? These different corporations you can buy and see. You see what I'm saying? They're waxed rich through buying a rich. You know what I'm saying? And he's killing you. He's offering you a cheeseburger submarine. You know? He has to kill you to make a killing. Right? This is Revelation 18 and 4. I'm gonna start at 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. You know, so her sins have reached to the heavens. This place is off the charts for wickedness, man. It's the first place it's on the Most High's hit list, man. Most wanted list. You know, this place follows with Caesar Borgia, right? First place to go. First idol to go is so-called Jesus Christ, man. Because his name was never Jesus, ever. Ever, and it still isn't. That's the first idol to go. Right? Let me get false Jesus. Brother can search that real quick. You know? So I'm gonna go ahead and get to the good side of it. This is Revelation 11 and 4, 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. The Lord, because basically the Lord is about to plague this place, man. He has plagued this place. People can't even go eat and shop in peace. You know? What you got? False Jesus? You gotta Google it. These apps, they gonna play you. Google it. False Christ, false Jesus. But yeah, man. This place about to be plagued heavily. You know? That's how it's gonna go down. Matthew 24. Let me see what you got. Matthew 24. Let me see what you got. Yeah, go ahead.
Matthew chapter 24 and verse 24.
That's not even the one. No, that's not it. Well, no, you can get that. That's one of them. There's another one too, I believe. Right?
For there shall arise false Christ.
Hold on, what? There shall arise who?
False Christ.
Oh my goodness, man.
And false prophets.
False prophets. False men that's knowing what's going on and false representations of the Messiah, of the anointed one, man. Which two? Start at 21. Once you get it. Go ahead, fellas.
And shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect.
Because Esau, he next level with the deceitfulness, man. You know, he cold with it. He cold with it, man. Straight up. You got it, brother.
This is Mark chapter 13, verse 21. And then If any man shall say to you, Lo, here is Hamashiach, or Lo, he is there, believe him not. For false Hamashiach and false prophets shall rise, Hamashiachim, Salak, and false prophets shall rise and shall shew signs and wonders.
False Christ, and one of those false Christs is CJ Rainbow shit, man. You know, they had that. They had a false Christ on 21 Jump Street, man. Also at 22 Jump Street. He's like leave Korean Jesus alone, Chinese Jesus alone. He ain't Korean, man. The Korean's not even Korean. You know what I'm saying? The Messiah ain't no damn Korean, man.
So you go to the churches, they ain't even gonna have no Korean Jews. So you're gonna be praising and worshiping Caesar Borgia. CJ.
I'm gonna get one more on that. And then we're gonna go into this good news. You know? That's what I was looking for. So we do 2 Corinthians 11 and 14. Yeah, but he's the main reader. So we're gonna go ahead and get the main one there. Because that's the side one, so that's cool. Get content. You got it, brother.
This is 2 Corinthians
You got
chapter.
it.
2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
No, man. Satan himself has transformed into an angel of light, man. That's that so-called white man who's depicted as a so-called black man who's actually what's depicted in this Bible, man. This does not depict the so-called white man. So who is that? One more time on that, brother.
2 Corinthians 11 and 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light.
See that? Satan himself. Just a little bit more on that.
It says, therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed
You see?
as the ministers of righteousness.
You see? Damn vocab alone, man. They do work for Satan, man. You know? Let's go ahead and start with the good news. Isaiah 61. Start at 1. And then you can hold Galatians 6 and 9.
Con. This is Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. The Spirit of the Lord power is upon me, because Yahweh hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
So it's for all you believers out there, man. You know, we talk about destruction a lot, but there's some amazing things waiting to happen to the believers, man. You know? That's why the Lord, he says, don't be concerned with how the ungodly shall be punished, man. Let me go ahead and get that to end that real quick. This is 2nd Ezra. Look right to it by the Spirit. I'm tired of talking about these niggas, man. I really am. You know? But it never fails. 2nd Ezra 9 and 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. You see? And that's good news right there. The world, for you meek out there, you meek Israelites, you believers, right? The world is yours, man. The kingdom to come is yours, man. Once America is destroyed, it's yours. This world. You're not gonna hear any more of this crappy music, none of this, man. Huh? What's up? Did I say something to you? I did?
You said something to us?
Let me holler at you real quick. What's your nationality?
I don't got no religion.
Then we ain't a religion.
What you mean?
We teach the truth. We don't got a religion.
Wait.
Yeah.
Huh?
We don't teach a religion. We teach the truth. We don't got a religion.
What y'all teaching?
We
Y'all
re-
recording?
Huh?
Y'all
Yeah, yeah.
recording?
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, we out here. You ever heard of the Israelites? The Israelites is about to inherit the planet Earth. You know America about to be destroyed, right? According to the Bible. You never heard a religion tell you that, have you? Yeah, because they don't teach the truth.
You sure about that?
I'm positive. Revelation 18. Listen to this.
I gotta listen to that.
Yeah. America is the daughter of Babylon. Go ahead.
This is Revelations 18. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven.
So let me ask you a question. Anybody know what the word Revelation means? Why did God call the last book of the Bible, Revelation? It means to reveal what's really going on, what's going to happen. Tell you how the Messiah is going to. You believe in God?
No.
Well, you will after today. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 18.
Uh-huh.
And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory.
So angels is how you have destruction happen. Do you think God kills?
No.
Do you think God hates?
No.
Can y'all get scriptures on that? Whenever y'all get them. All right. So when angels come down, right, how you get all these things happening? People dying, destruction, chaos. Give me Amos 5 and 6 real quick. God does it. How does he do it? Because he works with people. He puts spirits in people. That's why when someone dies, they're still here, but the person you know is not active anymore. The spirit has left.
Come on.
You're actually a spirit, and what you have is just a tool. You're here to use it. What you got? Let's get that first.
This is Amos chapter 5, verse 6.
Now listen.
Seek the Lord, and ye shall live.
Sorry, 3 and 6.
Amos chapter 3, verse 6.
Okay, so does the Lord make chaos and all these other things? Let's hear it.
Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid?
Because the trumpet gives you a warning. Go ahead, warning sign. It's like when you get a tornado watch. What do you hear? Sirens. Go ahead.
Shall there be evil in a city?
Shall there be what? Listen.
Shall there be evil in a city?
What? What word?
Can I get a guess?
Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it?
Shall there be evil in the city and the Lord have not done it? God creates evil. So when evil things happen in the city, he's behind it.
You believe in God?
Yeah, I believe in the true God. I didn't believe religion, Christianity, none of that crap either. And I heard the truth, and I was like, you know what? That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? People's concept of God has been a lie, because people want to hustle the Bible instead of actually teaching it. That's why God is getting ready to destroy America, because this has been a place responsible for that.
So who you think wrote the Bible?
Men, Israelite men. What's your nationality? You black?
Yeah.
Your dad black?
Yeah.
Okay, so you would be from the tribe of Judah. That's the top people on the planet Earth. Michael Jordan comes from that tribe. Who people call Jesus Christ. His name is Yahushua. He comes from that tribe. He's a so-called black man. You're a real Jew. That's your blood. They made Jew into a religion. To be a Jew is to be from the tribe of Judah, because that's where the word comes from. Judah. You see?
Yeah.
Let's hear something real quick. They stole your identity and they told you it was black. But you're not black. You're do-rag black. Or whatever that is you have on your head.
Yeah. This navy blue, but
Right, okay. It's dark outside. But anyway,
This black.
yeah, this black. You're not that color. I'm not that color. Revelation 3 and 9. And then we get the scriptures about God killing. And then I'm gonna show you America being destroyed. So God, he's someone you don't even know God. See, people think God, he just loves and he, but you say you don't believe in him. Really, it's because you haven't known him. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews.
So God, this is God talking. He said, I will make them. He talked through men.
Yeah.
That's why we have, because he a boss.
exactly.
When you work for like Costco, right? Have you ever met the owner?
No.
But everybody is working for him. You see? What putting out what he wants done for the company of Costco. One more time on that.
Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan,
He said, I will make them. Go ahead.
which say they are Jews,
Which what?
which say they are Jews,
Uh-huh.
and are not,
And what?
and are not,
Keep going.
but do lie.
Do black people say they Jews? You heard of the Jews though, right?
Yes.
Read it one more time.
Behold, I will make them of the synagogue of Satan, which say they are Jews, and are not, but do lie.
Now let me get a picture real quick. Somebody let me get a flashlight. The Jews sold your ancestors. The fake Jews, they sold the real Jews. Because the real Jews were said to go into to slavery by slave ships, according to the Bible. Did you know that was in the, how did black people get to America? Slave ships. Did you know fake Jews were behind that? If you look right here, what did that say? To be sold. Who was to be sold? Some Negroes. By who? Fake Jews. They stole your identity and told you it's black. Because once you realize who you are, it's over with. That's the power. That's the secret. That's why our people dominate everything. Steph Curry, LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, James Brown, Mike Tyson. You keep going. You know? This is what happened. Let's get some curses real quick. Deuteronomy 1:1. And I'm gonna show you the slave trade in the Bible. Then I'll show you America being destroyed. But the Jews were said to go into slavery by slave ships. See, this is when they was in the 80s. They didn't even know what to call our people, right?
It's Deuteronomy chapter 1:1.
Black or African American. Because this is a curse given to our people because we disobeyed the contract we had with God, and we're still under it. That's why our people getting shot left and right. Ricochet bullets killing little girls and little boys. The Lord do that. He cold, but he loves too. That's why he does it. That's why you whoop your child, because you want to do better. Go ahead.
It's Deuteronomy chapter 1, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
These be the words which Moses spake unto all of Israel.
All of who?
All of Israel.
Let's hear some of the words. Deuteronomy 28:15. See? Fake Jews, so real Jews. You're a Jew. That's your blood. King David, that's your bloodline relative.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
See, not everybody God. That's another trick. God, the creator of all of this, heaven and earth, he's only the God of the Israelites. He made everybody, but he only deals with a certain people. He has a favorite of everything. Go ahead. That's why nobody's punished like us, like so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, because they don't know they're the Israelites. So they can't do everything everybody can do. But they're tricked into being made believe they can. And that's where they constantly die at. Even if you make it to the other side, what will happen to all our people? They go crazy. Kendrick Lamar came out. Don't call me black no more. It's only a color. It ain't facts no more. Who else? Carmelo Anthony just says he was an Israelite.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson, the wide receiver from the Eagles. Not Carmelo Anthony, who the other one? Floyd Mayweather. They keep going, man. All these celebrities know. Dwight Howard. He said he's from the tribe of Judah. You see? Go ahead. Can you Google that and show him that? That's it. But, hey, look it up. Look up Hebrew Israelites. You will learn about God the real way, man. It's too much, man. Too much salt. Hey, man, that's why the lesson called, the live call, you are the light of the world, man. I guarantee you believe in God now. And if you still don't, you will. Don't worry about it. His hair fucked up now.
Mm-hmm. Nice enough.
They're the Jews. He had good things sold to him. They're being made to believe.
Exactly, you already know.
They can do things everybody else can do, but they can't. And it makes so much sense when you look at how our people punish. You be like, God damn. You know what I'm saying? Why the hell none of these things happen to nobody else? You don't see Elon getting shot in the street.
Ever.
You don't see Elon getting put over and sat on the damn concrete. so Esau can look through their damn vehicle. You only see that happen to so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. No one else has the history we have. You know what I'm saying? On the record books. You know? Then they made you niggas, I couldn't even give them that. Because last time I did that, everybody don't receive that. You know? Then they made you believe so-called Latinos and Native American Indians not your people. You know what I'm saying? Because if you push that, now you know what I'm saying? Yes, sir, he don't even believe in God. You know? Esau did a number on this place, man. He did a number on, he made the Israelites think they weren't Israelites no more.
Destroyed. It says until thou art destroyed.
Let me get Deuteronomy,
Mine.
till I get Jeremiah 17 and 40. And let me get Psalms 17 and 13. Now watch this. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
Right? So we weren't going to keep the laws no more. We weren't going to keep our culture. We weren't going to know who we were. We weren't going to have beards on our face no more. You know what I'm saying? 17 and 13. So the Lord said he's going to make us discontinue from our heritage. But do the Lord lead a throne? Go ahead.
This is Psalms chapter 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword,
Keep going.
from men which are thy hand.
From who?
From men which are thy hand.
From who?
From men
Keep going.
which are thy hand.
There you go, man. So, one more time on that.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4.
So men are the Most High's hand. Go ahead.
And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee.
This is how he did it. That's how he did it. Through Esau.
Exactly.
This is how he did it, man. You know?
She talking about some credit.
St. Lucia. That's who he did. That's how he did it, man.
Credit. That's how they did it. Yeah, you actually right. Take credit for being
I just don't have
who
any
they
else
wasn't.
to eat, that's why. Guys,
Look, fine Hebos. You know what I'm saying? This is how he did it, man.
Yeah, I blew a brother of mine outside the street. He's from the islands. Met a brother from the islands, grew up in the islands and moved here.
Well, Lord blew up another for the mine.
It's a lot.
See? Let's look. Now look what this say. Put a light on this. A school for savages for teaching the young Indian not to shoot. What does that say? But by the sweat of thy brow shalt thou eat thy bread. That's in the scriptures, man. He knew exactly who he was. What did that say?
Indian reserve.
This is how he did it, man. He whipped it. He had Esau whip the heritage out of us, man. Look at this shit. This is Putumayo Indians in chains. It's undated. The area was conquered by the Inca Huayana in 1492. After the Inca defeat in 1533, the region was invaded by the Spanish in 1542, and since 1547, administrated by the Catholic missions. So now, Jakes is Catholics, Christians,
Perfect sense.
Muslims, having us do it, because he said Incas did it. You know what I'm saying? What you see right there? More of our own people whooping their own ass. You whooping your own you whooping your own ass. That's how sick it is, man.
It goes on.
Modern day. And then modern day. They making movies out of this shit. To put it in your psyche. Y'all supposed to do this. That's the shooter. Notice on all the afflicted are Jakes, right?
Serving the affliction.
And all those afflicting are Jakes. whip, gun. Damn shotgun, man.
All Jake was with you.
Yeah.
Alright.
Look. Those Spanish or Mexicans, man. Who the hell is that?
They say that in the movie, the Hateful Eight too.
She Latino.
Yeah, the whole time.
Put the light on this one. It say the old woman in Peru and in the photo, Aldefonsa Perez. It say was a slave of Yoruba origin, coming from Nigeria, Niger. So that's how you know all the tribes mixed up. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got light Judites, dark Latinos.
We got Afro-Mexican.
Yeah. But that ain't even a thing. All our people is we're Jake. You ain't one damn way. You can get the darkest Judite and the lightest Judite. You can get the darkest Issacharite and the lightest Issacharite. You can get the darkest Simeonite and get the darkest Simeonite. All Simeonites don't look like Fabulous. He Dominican.
So you look at trees. You know
Cardi
what I'm
B.
saying?
You see what I'm saying?
People don't even deem, like, it's crazy. People don't even deem her as like a Latino all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She just,
That's how she act.
yeah. She black. You know what I'm saying?
This is crazy, bro. You know, and there's more. You can just look at this and just think of people, man. You know, such things though, goddamn Afro-Latino. So-called Latino can just come out with a fucking actual Afro, man. Like a real
deal, Willie.
yeah. Y'all hair still curly, you know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy, man.
These ones, no, they did colors enough
It's
to
just
their
like
family.
we can come out.
Exactly.
A Judite could come out with
Curly,
yeah,
faders.
less
strong,
less
yeah.
version of woolly hair, man. Happen all the time. You know? His head, the brother's dude head twisted, man. He twisted. Cause it wasn't even an argument. He was just
Exactly.
like,
You talking to me? And then he got lost.
he did this before he was like, this nigga went in a circle. Lord spent you. You know? Come on, you don't believe in God because you don't know me.
You say he hide his face.
Ain't had it today. Got something real quick. We was going into the good news. You still holding that Isaiah 61 and that Galatians 6 and 9?
Son.
Alright. Let me get something real quick. He didn't even get America getting destroyed. He had to find out who he was. The Lord controlled this thing, man. You know?
So you was gonna give him the scripture about how the Lord killed.
But he heard the Lord create evil. You know what I'm saying? The Lord fed him, you know? How he wanted him. Let me hear him. He got me twisted a little bit. You know what I'm saying? His concept ain't right.
This ain't right. I'm gonna give him
Yeah.
give him a chance. Obviously, he got a chance.
Yeah.
Cause
And he learned who
he's-
he was.
He stopped himself. Supposed to, huh? Yeah, we talking to you.
Now look at him. Would you thought he was Judah? I wouldn't thought I didn't even think he was. I thought he was like Ishmael or somebody. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, it's a chance.
I was thinking he was Northern King. Anything.
Man, I didn't even think he was Jake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wasn't sure either. Especially with the rest that he was with.
I didn't even think he was Jake, bro. You know, these people know how to look like us, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Everybody want to be there.
So this crew, this squad rolling through.
He's Judah. That's so-called black man, man. You see that? Get the hell out of here, man. All that, yeah, it's dark and it's light skin and yeah. It's just that. I hate y'all so. That's why I say that Afro shit. Everybody got that. We don't all come out. All so-called blacks don't come out with Afro. You know what I'm saying? You got babies coming out with orange hair. You know what I'm saying? Fuck the Texans. Not saying we can't go into the text, I'm just saying, explain that. You know what I'm saying?
Because
Like, coming out looking like Dennis the Menace.
Exactly. I'm on here naturally blind, yeah.
Same with so-called Drake. Drake said,
Yeah, exactly. His son don't even look like.
All right, right.
Yeah,
Exactly.
his little son, Drake's son.
Mhm.
I said both his parents don't even have blonde hair.
And Drake looked like a, you know what I'm saying, a Jake. You know what I'm saying? You could tell he's Judah, you know? His dad straight Judah. His mom a fake Judah. That's crazy.
Exactly. That's it's twisted. That's
It's,
twisted.
it's heavy. That's super heavy. Then his dad was in the industry. So he really grew up like twisted. That's why he's so deep, demonic.
Exactly. It makes perfect sense.
Motherfucker grew up on the grassy.
Yeah.
And he grew up in it.
Completely cursed. Playing Jimmy in a wheelchair.
And then you see it like my man didn't like it's crazy because Moses used to heat him for it. The man didn't have a line in it until he was like 18, 19.
Because he was a Jew.
Fine.
See? Our people do that shit because they get that shit from Egypt, man. I was gonna do it. I'm gonna throw it. I can bring that lesson out because it is. I'm trying to, feed more of the vital things. You know what I'm saying? That wine and shit comes from Egypt, man. When you look at the pharaohs, man, all that perfect arranged hair shit, they did that, man. They used to cut their body hair off. That's where they get that mar in their hair. That's where he said, don't mar your beard. You know what I'm saying? Don't round the corners of your head. Because that was ideologies from Egypt, man. On certain coronation days, they would shave their body to become pure. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
They sort of showed in that is it the Prince of Egypt?
Yeah, they bald head.
They basically I'm saying when they found no it wasn't, it was the one of the Joseph and whatever, it's like a cartoon movie, but when they found him,
That's the name of the movie, Joseph.
oh well they basically when they got him they shaved his hair, you know what I'm saying?
That's that throughout the movie they actually changed his skin complexion multiple times. That's that like when he was so-called running in the movie when he was running things and his brothers came. That's when he was of a darker skin tone, and then at the end after everybody started rejoicing, they rechanged his skin complexion back to being lighter, looking like Edomite.
Flocky. This is Jeremiah 23, 30, 22. He bring that out. He got twisted up real quick, man.
It's crazy how the Lord did that, because that's all no, we out here for him. We was talking to him, not directly but spiritually.
See, Jake thinks somebody's scared of him. You know what I'm saying?
He was on some tough.
Yeah, but he see you win it.
Yeah.
He's like, oh,
He's like that's why
this is a different type of tough.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go there with you. I'm gonna show you your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Ultimately, the Lord doing that.
I swear I hope I get that spiritual power to deal with people's minds, man. I swear, bro. That's a killer. I can take you in your mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm
stop you right in your face.
I break your neck in your mind. You know what I'm saying? Or I make you think you win inside your head. That shit is fuck the mind, man. He said, give me any plague with the plague of the mind. That's the most powerful way to get a dude, man. Huh?
They say you gonna go like this. They say you just gonna rearrange everything within his mind.
Just twist him.
Right.
Everybody look at him like, they look at you like, what you just do? He,
All right, the motherfucker probably be like hair on the ground.
Yeah, exactly. Make him think he getting shot up, right? But I ain't even on some, you know what I'm saying, Brendan Bryan shit tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's just, hey, we're gonna have to destroy a lot of people, man.
We do meditate terror.
Yeah, we do. You know, this place wicked. Anywho, this is Jeremiah 23, and yeah, 22. I'm gonna start at 20. The anger of the Lord shall not return until he have executed, until he have performed the thoughts of his heart. In the latter days he shall consider it perfectly. I have not sent these prophets, yet they ran. I have not spoken to them, yet they prophesied. That's why he didn't know God. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas out here lying, or he didn't believe in God, you know? Because mothers out here lying. Ain't nothing, you ain't give them nothing to believe in. They don't even read the scriptures. How can I believe in something I'm not even hearing about? You know? this is matter of fact, let me get that.
Real quick, I was gonna say too. That's that a lot of Jake only listen to things that they can look up to, and what they look up to is what they see. They see our people. You know what I'm saying? The leaders of our people in this world specifically going the fuck off. So they go to do exactly what they doing, going the fuck off. That's it. If they would have known the true consciousness of what the Lord looked like and understood what He was about, it would be different. The Lord ain't give it to happen like that. Not at all.
Let me get Romans 10 and 15. This is Jeremiah 23 and 22. But if they had stood in my counsel and had caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned from their evil way and from their evil and the evil of their doing, man. That's why the churches, they all set up to not read the Bible. That's why you don't believe in God. You just said it. Jeremiah 23 and 22, but if they had stood in my counsel and caused my people to hear my words, then they should have turned from their evil way and from their evil doing. Oh man, am I a God at hand, saith Yahweh, and not a God afar off? Man, bro. Because he said, I've not told he said, I have not told Jacob to seek me in vain. You know what I'm saying? He ain't hid himself, man. You know, there's nothing you can get out of this. You got it, brother.
Con. This is Romans chapter 10, verse 15. And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful.
Let me see. Hold on. Jump. Where you start at?
15.
Start at 14.
Romans chapter 10, verse 14. How then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed?
You see, they can't call. You can't call on somebody you haven't believed. You don't believe in. Nor can you can't even call on somebody you haven't heard. And they tell you that. Go ahead.
And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard?
You see, because they don't have nothing to believe in. You see that? Woo, man. That line straight up, man. You see that? That's why he didn't believe. Now he heard. Go ahead.
And how?
See, this the good news, man. Go ahead.
And how shall they hear without a preacher?
You see? Let me get Isaiah 30 and 20, brother.
That's why he was like, you talking to me?
Yeah, we talking to you, brother. We talking to the he that have ears, man. If you can, Ward, grab that Revelation, what's that? That 2 and 10. Blessed is he that heareth and readeth. I believe that is. Go ahead. Go ahead, Mark.
It's Romans chapter 10, verse 15. And how shall they preach except they be sent?
You see? Go ahead. So we stop right there. We stop right there. You got it. You got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
So you walking around after the battle against a world in the shadow of death, right? The valley of the shadow of death, not even knowing who you are and just being hated for it. You really hate it because you don't know who you are. That's the reality of the matter. Go ahead.
And the water of affliction.
The water of affliction.
Yet shall not thy teachers be removed into a corner anymore.
That's the good news, man. You finally can hear, and you can finally believe on. You can finally call on whom you have not believed because you're hearing about them, man. You can finally hear the words of the Lord, so you can turn from your ways, right? In the many of your doings, man. Right? It's prophecy. You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord He set it up now. That's the good news, man. He sent redemption unto His people, man. Let me get finish that. Go ahead, finish it.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
What?
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
What he do? He walked past, man, and he seen. Go ahead. And he started the conversation. And I don't even think he heard what I said. You know what I'm saying? He didn't understand what I said, I should say. The Lord did that.
He probably heard something you talking about the music and thought he should step in.
No, he didn't understand. 'Cause he was
Right.
like, would you?
He said, huh?
Yeah.
He was
Because
like,
he was way back there. You know? Go ahead, brother. Isaiah 9 and 8. Real quick. Now watch this. You know, so he said, your eyes gonna see the teachers. How, man? Because we got the word. And what does that word do? Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 8.
Go ahead.
The Lord sent a word into Jacob,
You see? And it did what?
and it has lightened upon Israel.
You see? It's impossible not to see us, man. Let's go back to that Matthew 5 and 16. Go ahead, brother. This the good news, man. You got it.
Romans chapter 10, verse 15.
Uh-huh.
And how shall they preach except they be sent?
So that's what you realize. You like, these gotta be the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
As it is written,
Pastors don't do this.
as it is written,
Uh-huh.
how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel
Hey, bro,
of peace.
y'all the Israelites. He said he know. You heard him?
He said, no, he said, how you doing it?
He either said I know or
He didn't understand
It's-
English.
He said, I know.
I think he said I know, bro.
That's what I heard too.
I think he
Heard
said
that,
I know, bro. He said I ain't know. It ain't sound like that. Go ahead, man.
They sound
First
first their
time
ears,
lock
right?
in, man. Go ahead.
This is Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16.
No, let him go.
Oh, Salah.
That's it on that?
No, I gotta finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
How beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace.
This the good news, man. You finally getting to hear the word, man. That's the good news. They went straight into it, man. You see? Go ahead, brother. That's it on that.
One more.
Go ahead.
And bring glad tidings
Which is the gospel. That's what good. See, and then that tell you what the glad. That's a proof that glad tidings are is gospel. It means gospel. Go ahead.
of good tidings, of good things. So
There,
like,
there you go. Because gospel means good news, man. And it's only for the Israelites. You see? Go ahead, brother.
Matthew chapter 5 and verse 16.
Right.
Let your light so shine before men.
So we letting our light shine because it's supposed to light upon Israel. So when we come out here and say we only out here for the so-called Latinos, blacks, and Native American Indians, well, those are the Israelites. You see? We're lighting upon them because we're Israelites. Go ahead.
That they may see your good works
And go ahead.
and glorify your Father which is in heaven.
The Lord set them up and got them knowing about everything. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. I think that's it on that. Go ahead, brother.
So Revelations 1 and 3 says, Blessed is he that readeth,
That's it.
and they that hear the words of this
There
prophecy.
you go. Blessed is he that read it and that hear the words of this prophecy, man. So he's blessed, you know. He didn't get the, well, he heard the whole word, man. He heard the will of, well, he didn't hear the whole word, but he heard the prophecy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what the word about.
Exactly, man. You know, he's about to destroy, because we paraphrasing it. The Lord's about to destroy America, and we told you, well, America is the daughter of Babylon, man. Period. You're not going to open the Bible and see America, man, but this be the word of God. You see? These people don't even get that. You know? They don't even get it. Go ahead.
It says,
No, you got something. You was holding anything else? Go back to the Isaiah 61. It's the good news, man. Let's hear more of it, man.
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 1. The spirit of Yahweh power is upon me, because Yahweh hath anointed me to preach good tidings unto the meek.
See? Because how can you preach except the Lord sends you, man? You see? Go ahead.
He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted,
Right?
to proclaim liberty to the captives.
That's the freedom. We're gonna be made free, man. Like, what was the first thing he was told? You can't make that up, man. Don't you know the Israelites are the people who said they're gonna rule this earth when America's destroyed? He said, I gotta hear this. That was good news. You know what I'm saying? That was the first thing he said to him. Go ahead, brother.
And the opening of the prison to them that are bound.
You know, and the prison is being held captive to the doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why I talk about the bread of adversity, the water of affliction. You see? that represents captivity. You know? It's all spiritual. You've been indoctrinated, man. You're a prisoner. I gotta go to work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta. You're indoctrinated, bro. You're finished at this point. You got it, brother.
Isaiah chapter 61, verse 2. To proclaim.
Ooh, that's spiritual. Look at that say. Ooh, Exelon Nuclear Garden. Ooh, that's crazy.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, that's heavy. Exelon Nuclear Garden. Everything, and that's crazy.
You gonna grab that?
Yeah. That's crazy right there, man.
It reads Exelon Nuclear Garden. It says clean, safe energy for the future.
Verse 7. For the vineyard of
For the what?
for the vineyard of the Lord of hosts is the house of Israel.
Oh my goodness, man. You see that? Exelon Nuclear Garden, man. Go ahead. I think that's
It says, and the men of Judah is his and the men of Judah his pleasant plan.
Woo!
It says clean, safe energy for the future.
Oh my goodness. Man.
And he looked for judgment.
See, cause that nuclear destruction is gonna clean everything up for the future, man. You know what I'm saying? They say all the ways of the Lord are clean, man. You know what I'm saying? Here. Let me get that I got that. That's crazy. That's beautiful right there. This is Psalms 12 and 6. The words of the Lord are pure words, as silver tried in a furnace of earth, purified 7 times. You know what I'm saying? Woo! They say Exelon Nuclear Garden, clean, safe energy for the future. You can't make that up. And what's found in the words of the Lord? Jeremiah the 50th chapter. Jeremiah the 51st chapter. You know what I'm saying? The nuclear destruction written, man. Ezekiel, what's that, 36? 38? No, it's 38. Yeah, Ezekiel 38. You know? Yeah. Ezekiel 38. You know? That nuclear destruction, man. That World War III, man. Nuclear catastrophe, man. It's gonna clean that. That's the good news. That's good. That's great. That means the kingdom of heaven is coming. Don't you know what's promised in the kingdom of heaven? Don't you know who the kingdom of heaven is for? Let me get Revelation 21 and 10. You know? Let's give you simple things you can understand, because it's the good news, man. You know? And let me get Psalm 149 and start at 1.
Okay.
Okay?
This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 10.
Right.
And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and shewed me the great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from power.
Because he said he's going to gather us, man. That's what the Lord said, man. He told us that in Jeremiah 30:31. Go ahead.
Having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious.
You know what I'm saying? And that's that understanding, you know? That's really what that's going into, her light, man. You know, let your, what is it? It doesn't literally mean your flashlight, let your light shine before men. You know what I'm saying? No. You go get the Duracell batteries to put in it. No, that's not what it's saying. You know? Because your words, which is a compilation of understanding the knowledge of God, man, is likened unto light. It can enlighten. You know what I'm saying? It can enlighten this place, this gross darkness. You know? This is to link up with that Jeremiah 30:31-1. At the same time, saith the Lord, said Yahweh, will I be the God of all the families of Israel, and they shall be my people. Thus saith the Lord, the people which were left of the sword found grace in the wilderness, even Israel, because bad things is getting ready to happen. But it say, he that keepeth the commandments shall feel no evil thing. If a brother can get that real quick, or I'll jump there real quick. Ecclesiastes 8 and 5, and I believe that's 5. Yeah, that's it.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 5. Whoso keepeth the commandment shall feel no evil thing.
You see? Yeah, go ahead and finish.
And a wise man's heart discerneth both time and judgment.
Yeah. I get may be hid in the day of wrath. You know what I'm saying? To link right up with that. We come right back after that. So that's why this is the great thing about you coming in with this. Because you're not, if you're coming in with this, that means you're keeping the commandment of the Lord, man, to the best of your ability. You ain't gonna feel no, because evil is about to come to this place, so we gotta give you both. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. We already done read how it's gonna be it's like the people that's gonna be left of the Israelite nation is likened unto a wave to a drop. You know what I'm saying? He said, if the righteous shall scarcely be saved. You know? But we're gonna go ahead and get to the nitty gritty. You got it? You found it? Yeah, that's it. Yep, that's it.
Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 3. Seek ye Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth.
The meek, you see? What's up, man? What's up, man?
I'm resting my seat.
Oh yeah, you, man. Yeah, I remember you. What's up, man?
Have a good one, guys.
All right, you too. Go ahead.
Seek ye Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth,
Right.
which have wrought his justice.
Go ahead. See, we rock. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Seek righteousness.
All right.
Seek meekness.
We seeking it, man. Go ahead.
It may be ye shall be hid in the day of Yahweh's anger.
So us coming into this truth and knowing that we came into it because America's about to be destroyed, well, he said us doing this is actually going to have us hid in the day of judgment. It's going to be like the judgment's being sent forth, the nuclear bombs being shot, the animals eating people alive, Esau banging mugs in their heads. It's like we're going to be invisible. You see? He going to have us put up somewhere. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be beautiful, man. That's the good news. That's why we're in this. But so many Israelites have rejected this truth to where majority of them gonna die. That's why we can't get no more men like that. You see? That's proven. This the drop. And we scattered. We want all the men you see and women and children you see that are waking, liking them to a drop compared to, think of how many more niggas is not in this. That's no more. That's a wave, man. You had something else? Go ahead and get that first. Let me see that Galatians 6. The week of due season. Yep. Yeah, go, you bring that up now.
This is Galatians chapter 6 and verse 9. And let us not be weary in well-doing.
So don't be weary in well-doing. Don't be like, man, I don't know, man. He don't really mess with me. You know, you do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
For in due season we shall reap.
For in due season we're going to reap for doing what the Lord wants us to do, for coming into this truth. He said in due season, when it's the time for us to really see why we came into this. When destruction is outright hitting this place, and it's like, it's just going. Hey, let me get Psalms 91 real quick, man.
Within that 30 minutes.
No, it's going to be before the 30 minutes. The 30 minutes is when this place finished. It's going to be destruction going like niggas getting killed right now. You be crazy. You think that's when niggas going to be getting killed in the 30 minutes? Man, hell no. That's when it's over with. When that 30 minutes come, that's it. We home. You know what I'm saying? If you made it to the 30 minutes, hey, man, you just got 30 more minutes. And it's going to be a literal 30 minutes. It's gonna be literal because they say the missile can be shot over here in 8 minutes, 20 minutes. Some missiles. That's 30 minutes. You see? It's simple. And they,
That's how, because once one go up, then everybody else start going up.
yep, exactly.
That's gonna be the only chance to get it out.
Yep, 30
They all gonna have to go.
Because they
And
all,
the process
they
of
all
being-
got, so like, I was gonna say, they all got sensors for them. So if they see some other country sensor go off on them going up, they press it quick.
Yeah, because they finished. That's how it's going. That's the spirit. That's how these people is tired of America ultimately, man. You know, you gotta live a lie. Nobody ain't got time for that. I got tired of hustling in the world, man. You see what I'm saying? I got tired of lying to people to make a living. You know, I ain't got time for that, bro. That ain't me. You know, they should hate that, man, and they do. But he said they don't know it though. They don't realize it. That's why you smoke weed so much, bro.
Exactly.
Because you're miserable, but you don't realize it. So the Lord gonna destroy you.
Smoke. They say they smoke to try to suffocate their mind. You know what I'm saying?
They think that's the highlight of the day.
I can't feel my face.
No, they know that's they medication, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Who got that Psalms 91?
The brother working.
Go ahead.
So Psalms 91 and 1.
Jump to the 11.
Psalms 91 and 11.
Huh?
For he shall give his angels charge over thee,
See, that's what we're gonna reap. You know, you're gonna really need angels in that day. Go ahead.
to keep thee in all thy ways.
Uh-huh.
They shall bear thee up in their hands,
Uh-huh.
lest thou dash thy foot against a stone.
You see? Keep going.
Thou shalt tread upon a lion and, is it adder?
Adder.
Adder.
Yeah.
The young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample under feet,
Ooh, the dragon. See that? Yeah.
because he hath set his love upon me.
Mm.
Therefore will I deliver him.
Let me see that. You see? He gonna deliver us, man. That's that reaping in due season. Because it's well doing. Read that part one more time.
This is Psalms 91 and 14.
Uh-huh.
Because he hath set his love upon me,
Because you set your love upon the Most High. Go ahead.
therefore will I deliver him.
I'm gonna deliver him. I'm gonna deliver her. I'm gonna deliver your kids. Go ahead.
I will set him on high.
He gonna set, and then that's when it's over with. He gonna put us on high, man. People being brought low, cause look, he said, let me get Isaiah 40 and 4. 15, you go to 15.
It says, because he hath known my name.
See that? You gotta know the Lord's name. What am I gonna get out of knowing the Tetragrammaton?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Woo, that's power, man. You know the Lord's name. You can read that Hebrew, man. You see? Go ahead.
He shall call upon me, and I will answer him.
You can't call upon somebody you haven't heard. See that? Go ahead.
I don't believe.
You talking about Jesus Christ. That's them false Christs. You see? Go ahead.
I will be with him in trouble.
Jesus is not the anointed one. Yahushua is. Because that's what Christ means. It means anointed. Go ahead. Go back to the word Christos. Salaki.
I will deliver him and honor him.
He's going to deliver us and honor us, man. He's going to deck us out. Jump up to, matter of fact, go ahead. Get in that last.
It says, with long life,
What?
with long life will I satisfy him
Man,
and show him my salvation.
that's the end all be all. He's going to show us the salvation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, go over real quick, brother. This is the main point I want to get. Woo!
I shall not be afraid of
Yeah.
he shall cover me.
Yeah, get that. It's there. It's really the whole chapter. I was just trying to make it quick. But it is, you know.
Yeah,
Man.
it's the whole thing.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
This is Psalms 91 and 4. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
His what?
His truth,
His what?
his truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
So what do you get for being in this truth? One more time, brother. Call where you at.
Psalms 91 and 4.
Oh my goodness.
He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
You're gonna be untouchable out here, man. You see? When you get this truth and you understand and you live it, you start applying, you get the wisdom behind it, it's over with, man. Because the wisdom is you applying what you know now. going back to your heritage. You're applying the knowledge, what you do in this situation, what to not do. You're putting away the Lord, the things the Lord hates. You're examining yourself. You're chiseling off old ways. You understand and you understand you're gonna fall and get back up, man. You see that? Go ahead, brother.
It says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night.
You ain't even gonna be afraid, man. Job 5:22. It say that at famine and pestilence thou shalt laugh, man. Go ahead.
Nor for the arrow that flieth by day.
What's that arrow? That's that nuclear missile, man. You see?
Nor for the pestilence.
For the what?
For the
We
pestilence
ain't worried about the coronavirus, man. You see that?
that walketh in darkness.
We out here ain't with no mask on, man. These people walk around with masks on. See? Go ahead.
Nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday.
The destruction that wasted that noonday. Now, you know what's spiritual about that? What do they call that? What we waiting on? The doomsday clock, man. Midnight. You see? Go ahead.
1,000 shall fall at thy side.
What?
1,000 shall fall at thy side.
Because midnight is when it's over with. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. And we know it's noonday. That's really 12 p.m., right? But, you know, that's when the day is different, you know? The whole point. Go ahead.
And 10,000 at thy right hand.
So you're going to see all these people dying, man. Those waves happening. That's why Jake had that dream. He seen Jake dead everybody. Everywhere. His body's... He couldn't even go back to sleep. The brother was scared and shaking. These grown men. You can't make this up. It's gonna happen, man. Little boy seeing Yahweh, the angels. You can't make this up, man. It's gonna happen, man. Go ahead, brother.
But it shall not come nigh thee.
Ooh, it's gonna be like you got a bubble on, man. That's how it's gonna be. You know? Come on. Go ahead and finish, brother.
It says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
You see? Only with your eyes you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen to them. That's why he said don't even inquire, because you're gonna see it. Don't even inquire, because you're gonna see it. That's how bad it's gonna be out here, man. But you would rather see it than feel it. You know? Is that it on that?
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
I was just reading that earlier. I was just reading that last time. I was meditating.
Yeah.
I could jump down
We
to
ain't gonna
10.
get that though. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's really going into that spiritual power. That's what that's going into, man. But we ain't going into that right now. You know, that's a whole other part of the gospel, man. You know, you have to break down the serpent. You have to break down the scorpion. Yeah, but that's meditate on that. You understand what that's saying. Because that's saying more than you think it's saying. You know? That's saying a lot. You know? But you got it, brother. Mahar. And you know what? Let me get this. It's Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So the scripture say, I believe, therefore have I spoken. So when you get the truth, your conversation is different. And they watching and hearing what you saying. For what manner of person ought you to be? Get that real quick. 2 Peter 3, and I believe that's 19. I believe that's what that is. He said, what manner of persons ought you to be? In all manner of conversation, of godly conversation, man. You see? Just put, hold on. First Peter. Matter of fact, hold on. No, that ain't it. No, this is it. Yeah, this is Slocky, 11. Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 11.
Matter of fact, start at 10, just to get context. Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10.
Uh-huh.
But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise.
See, people don't see it, man. We can see it. We can see it. We got, it's like, you know that movie that it's so exclusive, it's even heavy if you got it on bootleg. You know what I'm saying? This that, man.
To watch the distorted version of it.
Yeah.
It's still hit.
Like, damn, we got it. Everybody.
It's that movie that you gotta pay hella for,
Yeah.
especially when it come on DVD.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, I remember Avatar came out. You know, Avatar. This is before
The
every
blue one?
TV.
Yeah,
This is
if you
before
had
every
Avatar,
TV.
it was lit.
This is before TV was like every TV was HD. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And able to do that.
Right.
So you got the bootleg version of something they put all of the preferences in to watch it on a nice TV.
They can tell you, like, man, I seen it on the bootleg, bro.
Well, yeah, it was one of those joints, man.
That's what we trying to tell Jake, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't telling you this the kingdom of heaven. You know what I'm saying? We the ushers, though. You know? We matter. This matters. You need to, in order to be led into the place, you got to deal with the usher. You see? They gonna lead you in, sit you, seat you, put you where you need to be.
And you will undermine the usher.
Yeah, like, man, I got this. Well, you gonna get put out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how they agree. They thought, I don't need you. Hey, go ahead, read it up, bro.
2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 10. But the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will come as a thief in the night, which in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. Salah. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up.
So that's why these things you hear when you get the truth, right? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be?
So with you now knowing this and now learning this, how you think you need to be? You see? Go ahead.
What manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversations,
Hold on, slow down. What manner of persons ought you to be? Go ahead.
in all holy conversations,
You're supposed to be in holy conversation. That's why I say in that Proverbs 18 and 21, death and life are in the power of the tongue. And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So whatever you talking about, it's like people talk about, what is it called? Is it apparitions? Not apparitions, what's the word? Not aspirations, it ain't ammunitions. Basically when you say affirmations, that's what it is.
Yeah, affirmation.
Affirmations. That deal with words going out to the universe. Well, that's in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying?
You are worth it. Stuff like that. You are worth it. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? In the world.
Or not even, that's a light affirmation. More of a, I'm gonna make $1 million this year. You know what I'm saying? That's an affirmation. You know what I'm saying? To really hit the point, you know?
that's how when Esau be trying to make his New Year resolution.
Right. We're gonna be saved. I believe, therefore have I spoke. The Lord gonna save us. We came in the truth. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? You can't say it unless you believe it. But how can you believe when you never heard? You see? So when you say it, you're showing the Lord you believe. You're gonna get life now. You know what I'm saying? Do I believe in God? No, I don't believe in God. He said, I ain't, like dude last week, I ain't effing with that. You finna get death.
Exactly.
Proverbs 18, 20, 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. You know what I'm saying? You love opening your mouth, hey man, you gonna deal with, you gonna reap what you sow. Because when you say certain things, you reaping it. You gonna reap that, man. That's real. That's what the scripture's saying.
Everything we do and everything we say is already written down.
All of it. Give me every idle word. Watch that. You see? You can't make it up, man.
I just kind of seen a plane go by a chariot.
Go ahead. You got it.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
It all counts. Death and life are the power of the tongue. You said you want after what? You said what?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't even want that, you know? let me clean my act up. Let me clean my tongue up, Lord. You know? Let me, Lord. Because he got to allow you to do that. He'll allow you to blaspheme him. Blaspheming him. That's a word tongue twister. Blasphemy.
Just to mark you some more, like Cynthia.
Huh?
Just to mark you some more. Like have you
Yeah, I don't care. You know?
Yeah, right.
Okay. Death and life in the power of the tongue. Did you know that? No, because you ain't staying long enough.
I'm out here like, yeah, I remember.
Exactly. Oh yeah? Oh yeah?
Oh yeah, I remember. Like, no, you must not.
Nah, they gonna be like, oh yeah? He marked for that. He remembers. They gonna
Go ahead. Oh, you remember?
Like, yeah.
Oh, you do remember.
Yeah.
So what happened?
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah, they gonna,
I thought you said you remember.
he gonna be like, he gonna be back in the spirit world. As soon as you take his hand down, he gonna be like,
I ain't remember all this.
she down there, bro. You ain't make it.
Look,
You ain't make it, bro.
look.
Yeah.
That's it. He gonna be in there shit with his eyes closed. He gonna open his eyes and see that he not there no more.
Yeah.
He gonna be like,
my brothers.
What's up, man?
Y'all Israelites?
Yeah, you is too.
You is, sir?
Yeah.
What's up, bro? Keep preaching.
All right, thanks. Wow. Hey. I don't know which one we should read first. Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. Go ahead.
Matthew 12 and 36. But I say unto you that every idle word that man shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
You see that? I know. You missed it. Okay. Teach me how to jerk. You know what I'm saying?
That's that boy right there. I'm on blue.
See? He said it, man. He said he knows. Oh yeah? Remember this? I know. I know. They're gonna show him in
Hold on.
TV.
Look, and it's televised, it's broadcast. Man, he came this way just to be.
He marked it something. You walking, look, before he seen us, he knew already. He probably done seen videos and everything. But what he doing?
He said,
was he with some heathens? I didn't pay attention to
I
him.
couldn't tell you.
Yeah,
I
he was
think
heathens.
he said they look like Jake. So I seen the back of their heads, so I didn't really see them.
Right. Jake always got a heathen with
That's
him.
it. There was one other Jake with him. They ain't had the guts to come up, but the other two were here.
Yeah. But that it's respecting that though.
You see what he said? He said y'all the Israelites.
Yeah, he did. And then you said he know too. So basically you saying you know you
It's
ain't
a
really
difference
one.
between us, basically.
Cause you up. He like, no, I'm up.
I'm up,
Yeah,
Israel.
he don't teach you to hit me with the scripture.
Right.
No, they that are up is but not all Israel.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to eat at two tables right now.
Yeah,
But
he know, man.
But he must know because he told us to keep preaching.
Right. And he cut, man. That's a marked man right there, bro. Death and power, death and life are on the power of the tongue.
He gave us some great advice.
Right.
Water.
Right. Continue to keep doing what we're doing.
But, you know what I'm saying?
He should be up here too. Blessed are they who keep the commandments. So they may, have the right to be free of, the tree of life.
That overcoming and keeping my word.
Yeah, we're gonna bring that up, yeah.
They don't want it though.
That's right. You know, so Jake ain't overcoming, man. You being overcome, by. I ain't gonna lie, this place, it had all of them, It take the Lord to get you out of this, man. You know what I'm saying? That mind state. You can't come out of it on your own. That's all you know. They beat America into us, man. You see? That's a so-called white man name. That's not even a place.
So socialization.
Yeah, they beat that name into you. To where you said, you got people saying, I'm American. Are you serious? Wow. You didn't even know what you said.
I'm Afro-Latino.
How you gonna be from somewhere that nobody from?
That's a nigga name, man.
Nobody's from here.
They came, saw, and conquered every place. That's why they got flags.
They call it their lands after their names. So
That's
if I'm
it.
American,
That's
I
it.
mean I'm him.
The people that are so-called from here, because they was the people that was here before anybody else, was the Native Americans.
They not even
Born in-
good.
But that's what I'm saying, so-called.
Like that movie, Antebellum, the movie Apostle to Hall was
You know what
talking
I'm
about, it came out last night.
It came out?
Uh,
Check it out.
yeah, it's definitely worth the watch.
That's it. Didn't it already drop? I could have sworn it's been out for a minute.
No, it ain't come out.
Friday, yesterday.
Because the pandemic. It's a lot of movies like Black. I can't wait till Black Adam come out. That shit gonna be crazy.
Oh, man.
That shit gonna be crazy. A lot of even though I was like the only person that said something about that damn movie, man.
Anybody else say nothing?
I'm like, I just knew the brothers was gonna say something. Black Adam. Black Adam, bro. That's like the most lit suit. That's lit, you know what I'm saying? And then it's talking about Yahweh. Actually. And then Black Adam, he actually beat Superman.
He's supposed to be like an anti-hero.
That's Yahweh, man. I can't
We
wait
know
till
who
that.
the hero- we know who the
I ain't
heroes
gonna say
out
I
here.
can't wait. I don't
Right.
give a damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, to be honest. I can't wait till the real Yahweh comes. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be the greatest movie this year.
I ain't gonna want to see that. So I want to see it knowing I got saved. You know what I'm saying? Because when he come back, everybody's gonna be.
Very
You know?
much so, Jay.
Yeah, you gonna be, oh, you know? Everybody gonna be.
That's like you said, if there ain't nothing else, everybody gonna be looking for water. If they can't get it, they gonna be going crazy. So think about it when it's your life at stake rather than some
What
water.
did he say? How did he say? Which was it? Was it to the south? No. Was it to the north? No. You know. They gonna be, what did he say?
What was his name? Yahuwah?
Yeah.
Yahweh.
Abracadabra.
Yeah, that's it. Abracadabra, man.
Hocus pocus. He gonna get a sword gonna just come out to the neck for saying some shit like that.
He
Okay, bro.
gonna wait. Look, he gonna find a book on the ground. It's gonna say Jehovah. He gonna think that's it.
Nah, he gonna it's not it. It's not it. He's like,
Oh, that's not- no, that's not
They
it.
were saying that's
They
not
was
the
saying that
name.
can't be it. They saying that could be it.
Everybody knows
What you
Jehovah.
What you see? That one guy that think he knows some shit. You stupid?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. He said blue letter.
This
letter
is
what?
This is a part of the code.
Blue letter tribal. Blue letter tribal. What is it?
The 12 tribes of blue letter?
He gonna try to get on the app. It's gonna be like no longer in service or some shit. He say, man, think about it. That's how it's gonna happen. He said, it's gonna be a famine of the word. That means the app's gonna have to be gone.
Search me while I cook. And
Woo! He said search, man. Oh my goodness, bro. He said search. Woo! Seek. You know?
Because you know when this is all done, Google done.
The internet done.
That's it. In every apocalyptic movie, right? That's it. Right before some shit really happened, all the electronics go out. Nothing works no more.
That's when Eli iPod went out. You know, it was over with. And all he had on it was some songs that don't take internet. So if you you gotta already have what you gonna have, because when that day come, you ain't going to the store to get a book,
And you
a
need
Bible.
and you need some type of power or electricity.
Well, I ain't going that far. I'm just saying in any aspect, whatever you gonna have, you better have already. Because on that day, you're not going to Barnes and Nobles to get a 1611. You're not going to the App Store to download. Like, you can't even download My Sword no more. It's not available no more. I tried to put it on my phone. I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it on my tablet because once you got it, they can't take it from you. It still work on the tablet and everything. You got it still? Try to go to own it on another phone. I guarantee you can't get it. It's gone. Matter of fact, he can get it on his new phone. Try to get it on your phone, your new phone. It ain't gonna come up like it never existed. They took the whole app, bro. You know, you can't make this up. That's low key a quick watch. Watch one. My Sword gone. You know?
Yeah, they was
You see? Umbrella. You see? Look, he said it don't come up. The whole My Sword app, bro. Gone. Bring that out real quick. They, what's that? Amos 8 and 11, I believe. It might be Daniel. No, it's Amos. You know? He finished, man. He too cool. He can't, but the Lord ain't give it to him, man. He got to give it to you. You can't. We ain't up doing this on our own. You know. Go ahead.
Amos 8 and 11. Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land.
Ooh, hey, come up real quick. Come up real quick. So the brother reading this, he reading this on the app called My Sword, right? Which breaks down the words to you and everything, right? He can show you the app, right? On his phone, right? He already had it. He already got it, right? My Sword. Now listen to this prophecy. You see? Got it, brother.
Amos 8 and 11. It says, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Right? So this same My Sword app, tons of brothers use, tons of brother people in the truth use, right? Now when you try to get this app now, it's gone.
You want to scroll it for me?
The brother searched it and it doesn't even come up no more. It's gone. That's it. You can't break down words no more.
Look, that's
And we
it.
know that's a heavy
That's it.
app,
It's gonna give it's gonna give the suggestion of the actual app's name, but still not show it up.
Yup. You can't get it no more. So if you already got it, you cool. See, that's how it is. That's what he's saying. That's the beauty of it. You know, but that's what he's saying, man. If you gotta have it already. So that goes perfect into the point, like I was saying about the spirit. You gotta have what you're gonna have already before that time comes. Because when that time comes, you're not going to the store to buy no more. You're not going to the app store to download Blue Letter Bible. They're gonna take that soon. They took My Sword, man. I use My Sword more than Blue Letter Bible. I personally use My Sword more than Blue Letter Bible. I always have. Always. You know? Look at most of my lessons. My older ones, they my sword. With the numbers. You know? I just quit doing my apps, my lessons on the tablet. Yeah, that's what it was. So I used to do the lessons on the tablet. Yeah, man. Go ahead and bring that out. We close out. Oh yeah, and that we get that Revelation 21 and 10. So in that day, man, that's why it's so heavy to have this, man. To have this truth, man, because it's gonna be your shield and buckler. According to chapter, he had it. According to Psalms 91, you know. Go ahead, brother.
This is Revelation chapter 21, verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain.
Right? So, and he low-key carrying away us in the spirit, right? In our minds, right? He's showing us a high place that's going to be in the future. Here first. You know what I'm saying? Let me get that real quick. Revelation 2 and 20. Right? Because he's talking about your mind, man. So he wants. That's why he's knocked on the door. He wants so he can come in and show you these things, man. That's what he did with John. He's doing the same thing to us. Let me get 1 Corinthians 4:14 and 34. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 20. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee at the top.
No, they ain't that. It's 3 and 20. It's locked. Yeah, that's it.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
So the Lord is at the door right now, man. He's at people's door. Everybody walking past this, they have a mind, and he's knocking. You Israelites, right? Are you gonna let him in? He's talking about your mind. Is that a literal door? Is it outside literally at your door doing this? No. He on your conscience, man. That's what it's talking about. You see? He's in your memory. You know? He'll put it in your memory so you can remember this. You know? And so read that one more time.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 20. Behold, I stand at the door and knock.
Your mind, your conscience, your memory, right? And he's knocking on it. Right? How does he knock it? Through his his voice. Our voice is likened unto a knock, right? To open your mind up. You see? Go ahead.
If any man hear my voice and open the door,
Start showing you we're his voice as well. Go ahead.
I will come into him
He's going to come into you, man, if you can receive this, man.
and will sup with him and he with me.
He's going to come to your mind and open your mind up and show you the truth. This man could be an Israelite standing right here. What's your nationality, sir? Just because you ain't on here, don't let that get you, because the Israelites are scattered all across the planet Earth due to the curses. You know, but, you know, that's why he said, if any man,
What testament is that?
we read the New and the Old, the whole thing,
God bless you guys.
and the Apocrypha. Go ahead. Go ahead. That's it? Okay, that's it. You got it.
Revelation
No,
chapter.
what you got?
Salah.
1 Corinthians 14, 34.
Uh-huh.
It says, let your woman keep silence.
No, 33. Spirit of the Prophets.
Like,
32.
32.
Right.
1 Corinthians 14 and 32. And the spirits of the prophets are subject to the prophets.
You see? So the spirit of the prophets are subject to the prophets. So he the same thing that happened to John will happen to the prophets. You know what I'm saying? Now all aren't prophets, but that's the whole point is you a prophet, the same thing will happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Now, what's one of the things that happened to John the Revelator? Yahushua came and knocked at his door. You know what I'm saying? He heard the voice and everything. He turned around and he opened his mind up. Everything I'll show you right now. Everything you remember, write down. That's what he do. He's doing the same thing with us, man. So let's go ahead and go back to that, brother. So he knocked at his door, and he was low key. That made sense, probably. You know what I'm saying? But once again, what word was used and what was said? Memory. You see? That's all you need. We done put in hours doing this. You know what I'm saying? You don't hear this and come stand on this side. That ain't how it works. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain,
So in his mind, man, right? In his understanding. Go ahead.
and shewed me.
But no, well, we're not saying that he didn't actually was dealt with by the angel. We're not saying that. We're just showing you another level to it too. You know, because really your spirit is in your mind. You know. Go ahead.
And shewed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High.
He's seeing everything. Because it takes a spiritual eye to see this, man. That's why you can't receive the understanding being carnal. You know, he probably was carnal. Let's just say he didn't get it because he was making it about race and all this other stuff. Well, you being carnal. Because this is a part of the whole matter. Do you have can you contain the spirit without having a carnal body? It's impossible. You see? So you need a little bit of carnality to it. Go ahead. It's balanced.
That's like that how the Edomite reacted when he talking about King James. You can hear it.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 11. Having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone.
Why does it say her? Because Israel is likened unto a light, man. You see? I'll tell you that in what's that? Jeremiah. Let me get that real quick, just because we ain't got it in a second. Jeremiah 6 and 2. Yep. Go ahead.
Jeremiah chapter 6 and verse 2. I have likened the daughter of Zion to a comely and delicate woman.
Zion is another word for Israel. Go ahead. So he's like the nation of Zion, aka Israel, aka Jacob, is likened unto, aka Jerusalem, is likened unto a woman. So her light. The lesson is about us being a light. Is it a flashlight? No. It's your understanding. You see? Boom.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 11. Having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious,
Let me get
even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal.
you see? Clear. See, clear. Clear now. It's all clear. Everything's clear. Your abilities, who we are. Everything's clear, man. That's what that's talking about. And we're going to show it real quick. It's talking about basically the embodiment of who the Israelites have been perfected to. The level. Go ahead. And they had to use these heightened words like stones and crystals because it's that amazing. We're going to be on such a level in the kingdom, man. Go ahead. That whole we only use half our brain, that's gonna be us. You know, we're gonna be the people that use our whole brain. That's the good news. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 26. Behold the fowls of the air.
You sound like dog. Start at 20, bitches. Really working. Start at 20.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 20.
Go ahead.
But lay up for yourselves treasure in heaven,
Uh-huh.
where neither moth nor rust doeth corrupt,
Go ahead.
and where thieves do not break through nor steal.
Go ahead.
For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also.
So your heart is your mind. Go ahead.
The light of the body is the eye.
So our treasures is these scriptures. The knowledge, wisdom, understanding, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's what we value. So that's where our mind is at. You see? Now he said what? Read that verse again.
The light of the body is in the eye.
You see? So wherever your treasure is, wherever your treasure is, that's where your heart is going to be, your mind, man. Right? And so our treasure is this. And that's where our mind is at. And he goes on to say, what in the next verse?
If therefore thine eyes be single,
So your eye, your mind, if it be focused on only one thing. So if I focus only on these scriptures, I value only these scriptures, right? And these scriptures are likened unto light, right?
thy whole body shall be full of light.
You see? So I'm gonna be completely full of light. So that's what's gonna happen when we come down, when the elect, Lord willing, we be the elect. The elect of Israel. They're gonna be beamed up and they're gonna be brought back down in perfection. Completely full of light, man. Completely single. They're not gonna go two ways. That's why I say let me get 2 ways. C-O-T-W-O ways. That's why the scriptures say, woe unto the sinner that go 2 ways. You know what I'm saying? The double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So the Lord has to give us a single mind. You see? Because if you're double-minded, you're gonna contain. You're gonna consist of whatever those 2 things are. But guess what? If they both darkness, you're completely dark. If this one is some light, one some worldly darkness crap, you're gonna be halfway light, halfway dark. Like the brother said, lukewarm. You know? Go ahead, let me see. Let me bring that. Yeah, let me get that. No, 2 and 12, that's it. Go ahead.
Sirach chapter 2 and verse 12. Woe be the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways.
That go what ways?
That goeth 2 ways.
So the Lord's going to make the Israelites perfect, and we're going to be able to completely embody what he's about, which is perfection, being holy. We're not going to go 2 ways anymore. You see, we're not going to be lukewarm no more. And if we follow his ways, well, his ways is light. That's why he sent the word unto Jacob and then lighted upon, that word is this light. And it lighted upon Israel, because the word is lighting unto light. That's why when Yahushua came, he's compared to being the word, and the word gave light to Israel. Tell you that in John 1. You see? Go ahead, James 1 and 8. That's exactly it.
This is James chapter 1 verse 8. A double-minded man.
Hey, what?
A double-minded man.
No, single.
A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
You see that? So Israel will no longer be double-minded. You see? Read that Matthew 6 one more time, and then you can go ahead and bring that out. We're going to close out.
Chapter 20 and 22.
The light. Straight to the light.
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 22.
I be single.
The light of the body is the eye.
So, in order for you to get light, your mind has to be focused on light. See? Because the light of the body is the eye. The light of the body is the mind. I'm trying to find, it's a more clearer way I want to say this too by the Spirit. The light of the body is the mind. The possibility of how much the possibility of how much light you can contain is left up to your mind. What your mind contains. It's everything, man. It's subject to that, man. So if you want light, you gotta focus your mind on light. If you want on darkness, hey, you never gonna have light. You focus on darkness, you never gonna have light. Go ahead.
If therefore thine eye be single, thy whole body,
So if you wanna, go ahead. You got it.
thy whole body shall be full of light.
So if your mind be single, right? You don't have multiple focuses. You just have one real main agenda, right? Like, yeah, you handle other things in the world, but if you got one real focus, and that's light, that's it. So that's like a technique to really obtain the light, pretty much. You see? All right, go ahead, brother.
This is Revelations chapter 21, verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates.
No, you gotta go back to the what we were talking about.
So like, Revelation chapter 21, verse 11. Having the glory of the Most High in her light,
And her what?
and her light
Go ahead.
was like unto a stone most precious.
So because everything the Lord says is twofold. So you say balance, right? You need a little bit of carnality. We're gonna have an actual aura coming off us too. You know what I'm saying? But it's initially talking. But that's why he said clean the inward and the outward gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm full of light, wouldn't it have to manifest?
Outwardly.
You see? I'm gonna have an aura. You see? Matter of fact, let me get Ecclesiastes 8:1. Listen to this real quick. You know? Hey man, the Lord said, you know, I ain't even gonna say it, man, because you supposed to know this. Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 1.
That's right.
Who is as the wise man,
Who is as the wise man? Go ahead.
and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing?
Who knoweth the interpretation of a thing, right? Who can understand things? Who can break the scriptures down? Who can understand what that verse is talking about? Right? Go ahead.
A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine.
So a man's wisdom making his what?
Maketh his face to shine.
You see? Because he's full of light. So it shines, man. You can see when a nigga in darkness. You see? It's that simple, man. So the Lord is going to actually show in the kingdom. This is how you can see it glow on people now. Everything going to be heightened in the kingdom. We're going to be glowing. Chief Keith talking about glow gang, glory boy, glowed up. I'm in my glow. Whatever that is. Because I don't just stop at a certain point with me. Goddamn, when women get pregnant, oh, you're glowing. You know what I'm saying? You're glowing. She's glowing. Get the hell out of here, man. Go ahead, brother. Keep reading. Is there more on that? Yeah, go ahead, finish.
And the boldness of his face shall be changed.
Oh, hold on. And the what?
And the boldness of his face shall be changed.
That's going into prophecy, man. You see? She walked past, she's like, they still out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and you are too. But what you attaining to? You see, our eye single, man. You done did two different things. You was by yourself taking pictures, right? Now you with a heathen, if you're not a heathen, right? But you actually are if you are Israelite, not attaining to the truth, right? But now you going two ways. So she just completely dark, because none of those things was light.
I got a definition.
Go ahead.
This on boldness, according to Google, it says the quality of having a strong, vivid, or clear appearance.
Yep, she's gonna be clear what we're about, who we are. When we come down, when the elect come down out of that sky to the heavens, it's gonna be clear we the children of God, man. It's gonna be clear. You're not gonna not know when you see an Israelite. You're not gonna know that's not an Israelite. You're not gonna have to not guess. I mean, you're not gonna have to guess. It's vivid. You see, the boldness of his face shall be changed. They think we look bold now. Wait to the kingdom. You see? Go ahead, 21. That's it on that.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 11. Having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of
So,
Israel.
you know, it get heavy. You know, in the gated communities you can't go into because our people can't afford. You saw got they so-called white people, Elam, so-called East Indians, Ishmael, so-called Arabs, Ham, all these damn so-called Africans. They got the gated communities. and they got the security guard that sit at the gate to let you in. Read that. So that's what we're gonna have, man. We ain't gotta read it again. That's what we're gonna have, man. There's gonna be angels at our gates, at our gated community. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be bigger than the community. Because Israel's gonna be stretched out. You know? Brother was just going into that. But that's in the scriptures. That's true. We're gonna take over Edom. They tell you that in Obadiah, man. And we're gonna possess Edom. The land of Moab. Because Moab gonna be our slaves, man. But we definitely gonna possess Edom. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 13. On the east, 3 gates. On the north, 3 gates. On the south, 3 gates. And on the west, 3 gates.
A gated community. Woo! Go ahead.
And the wall of the city had 12 foundations.
That's right.
And in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb.
So the Lamb is talking about Yahweh. Go ahead.
And he that talked with me had a golden reed to measure the city,
Yep. Go ahead.
and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof.
You skipped the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Or did you say? I think you didn't even say that.
Oh, that was just at the
Go ahead, read that part again. You got it.
Yeah, that's all the way in 12.
See that? You better get out, sister. Go ahead, man.
Go back.
Yeah, go ahead. You better get out.
Revelation chapter 21, verse 12. And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. And at the gates 12 angels. And names written thereon.
And the name, go ahead.
Which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
I don't think you read that. I don't know. Anyway, whole point, the 12 tribes, that gated community is only for the 12 tribes of Israel, man. We're going to have a gated community. That's the kingdom. That's it. So we're going to be perfected in the gated community. Now imagine the homes inside of that gated community. He said it's going to be stones in the wall. Our gates is going to have stones in them. Esau hate us, man. So we're going to go ahead and close off. You brothers got anything else? Anything else? All right, go ahead.
Oh, guys, I have a like to
Yeah, perfect. That's what I wanted. Nah, that's it. Yep. I knew. I'm like, it's something. Y'all was either holding or you was holding it. You got anything? Anybody got something? You got something? Bring it out. He got the closing.
Hold on. I know I have one out here.
I say it go perfect with what you just said. That's why.
Now we gonna close on that. Woo! Gated community, man.
Like literally, like how you just said.
Oh, that's heavy. That's
how
gonna link
big?
That link right over what he got.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
leave
you got
it there.
some?
No, I'm gonna
All
leave
right, whoever wanna go first.
So Revelation 22 and 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city.
Woo! Blessed, man. You know? So that's what you got if you in this truth already, man. It's only for the Israelites, man. We learned we the Israelites. Go ahead, brother. What was you just at again?
Revelation 22 and 14.
22? Okay, go ahead.
Revelation.
And that's the end of the book. That's the last chapter. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 2 and verse 26. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end.
You can't fall out. You see? Because if you fall out, you lost. That's what they say, you only lose when you quit. You see? Go ahead. It's promised. You just gotta wait for it, man. It shall surely come. It shall not tarry. Tell you that in Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Go ahead.
To him will I give power over the nations.
We're gonna have power, not only a gated community, not only being made perfect, not only being truly glowing. We're gonna have power over these nations, man. Power. Go ahead. Yeah, that's it. That's it. All right. Brothers got anything else? Give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushua, Wahakudashukah. We're gonna have power over the nations. Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.